Hey kiddos, welcome to lesson 10.9. You should have this paper in your packet. So if you could pull out the paper that says 10.9 in the corner, that would be awesome. We are going to be working on story problems today, which some of you can struggle with. So it's really important that you follow along and also look for keywords that can help you be successful in story problems. Let's go ahead and get started. We're on question number 1. Mrs. Harriger was served 137 grams of steak and 345 grams of fruit. What was the total mass of the steak and fruit? So we are going to circle 137 and we are going to circle 345. We always circle our numbers first on story problems because even if we struggle at reading, we can always find numbers. Now we need to look for keywords. Typically keywords are found in the last sentence of a story problem. So it says, what was the total mass of the steak and fruit? Do you guys see anything that could be super helpful there? Well, I see the word total. So go ahead, please, and circle the word total. Now, total always means add or times. Okay, so when you see the word total, it's either add or multiply. So, do we add or multiply? Multiplication means that I have groups. Do I have any groups of anything? Baskets, packages, boxes, anything like that? No, I don't. I don't have any types of groups, so it can't be multiplication. That means it has to be addition. So we are going to write our numbers. We're going to write the bigger number first. So 345 plus 137. Okay, and we can't do it like that. You can never really do math problems like that, so we need to restack those. 345 plus 137. Make sure your numbers are nice and neat and they're lined up there, kiddos. All right, so what are we going to do first? We're going to add 5 and 7. What's 5 plus 7? 5 plus 7 is 12. So I'm going to put a 2 and carry a 1. What's 1 plus 4? 1 plus 4 is 5. What's 5 plus 3? 5 plus 3 is 8. What's 3 plus 1? 3 plus 1 is 4. So we got an answer of 482. And then what is our label here? Our label here is that these were grams and these were grams. So it's 482 grams. All right, kiddos, if you're not with me, go ahead and pause the video until you get caught up. And then once you're all caught up, go ahead and press play. Let's go ahead and look at number 2. The gas tank of a lawnmower holds 5 liters of gas. How many 5-liter tanks, that T is missing there, can you fill from a 35-liter gas can? All right, so first of all, notice that this says 5 liters, and so does this. This also says 5 liters. That's the exact same thing. So let's go ahead and cross off our second one. We will not need that in the problem because they're the exact same thing. 5 liters, 5 liters. All right, so I see my numbers here. I see 35 and I see 5. Now, what else do we see? Do you see any keywords? Typically, our keywords are in the last sentence. How many tanks can you fill from a 35-liter gas can? Well, I see the words, how many tanks? Can you circle that for me? A tank is a group. Okay, I can put something in a tank, and in this case, we're putting gasoline in a tank. So, when I ask how many tanks, that means I have no G's. And what I mean by no G's is that there are no groups. So when I have no groups, I know that it has to be division. When I have no G's, it has to be division. Please make sure you have all your things circled and you've also written your notes. Pause it if you need a little bit more time. Because we know it's division because I have no G's, my bigger number has to go first. So I have to write 35 divided by 5 equals what? So I can do what times 5 is 35. I can count by 5s until I get to 35. Let's go ahead and do that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So how many fingers do you have up? You should have 7 fingers up. Then what is my label? How many tanks? So it would be 7 tanks. All right, kiddos, let's go ahead and work on number 3 here. To make fruit punch, Andy mixed 3 liters of Hawaiian punch with 7 liters of Sprite. How much fruit punch did Andy make? So I see a 3 and I see a 7. All right, it says how much fruit punch did he make? The only key word here is how much, which is super tricky because how much can be add, subtract, multiply, or divide. Sometimes drawing things out can be super, super helpful. So it says he made 3 liters of Hawaiian punch. So if here's a Hawaiian punch, and here's a Hawaiian punch, and here's a Hawaiian punch. So let's say that those are Hawaiian punch. Okay, he used 3 liters of Hawaiian punch. And then here it says he may use 7 liters of Sprite. So if I do 7 liters of Sprite, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And those are Sprite. Okay, go ahead and label those if you need to. So he has 3 Hawaiian punches. He has 7 Sprites. And it says, how much fruit punch did he make? Well, do I have groups of anything? No, I just have Hawaiian punch over here and I have Sprite over here, so it's not groups, which means it's not multiply or division. So am I taking away the Hawaiian punch and Sprite, or am I going to put them together to make the punch? If you said we're going to put them together, you're right. And when we put something together, it is always add. So we have 3 Hawaiian punches. We have 7 Sprites. Okay. So what is 3 plus 7? 3 plus 7 is 10. And then what's our label? Fruit punch. So we will write fruit punch. Okay. All right, let's move on to our next one. If you need to pause it to get caught up, go ahead and pause it. A penny has a mass of 2 grams. There are 60 pennies. What is the mass of all the pennies? So I see a 2 and I see a 60. Now what are my keywords here? I always go to my last sentence. It says, what is the mass of all the pennies? Well, I see the word all here. And all can mean add or multiply. It never means anything else. So all is always add or multiply. So I have to decide, do I have groups, which is multiplication, or do I not? Okay, it says that I have 60 pennies. A penny has a mass of 2. So 1 penny has a mass of 2. Another 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 penny has a mass of 2. But here's the thing. I have 60 pennies. Do you think we should draw 60 pennies? That would take forever, right? So if I look here, what's going on? I have a 2, a 2, a 2, a 2, a 2. Isn't that groups of 2? Yeah, if I have the same number over and over and over and over and over, that's always multiply. Kiddos, when I have the same number over and over and over again, it's always multiplication. I must put my big number first, so I put 60 times 2. I am not allowed to do it like that, kiddos. I need to restack, so I'm going to find a spot on my paper. I'm going to do it over here because I have more space. I'm going to write 60 times 2. All right, 0 times 2 is what we do first, so let's circle that. We're going to do 0 times 2. What is 0 times 2? 0 times 2 is 0. What's 2 times 6? 2 times 6 is 12. Okay, so I get an answer of 120. And then it says, sorry, my lights just turned off. We have to label, so it says, what is the mass of all the pennies? Well, we were weighing in grams, so it's 120 grams. All right, kiddos, we have 2 more, and then you'll do a paper for a grade, so it's a pretty short math lesson today. Let's look at number 5, please. It says 6 families share a basket of 18 kilograms of peaches equally. How many kilograms of peaches does each family get? So I see a 6 and I see an 18. Do you see any keywords here? Well, I see this word here. Each in the last sentence always means division. Do you see any other keywords here? I see the word equally. The word equally, again, always means division. So right there, it's pointing to division, okay? Each in the last sentence always means division, and the word equally always means division. So I know that I'm going to be dividing. I have a 6 and an 18. Which one will go first? If you said the 18, you're exactly right, because 18, when we're dealing with division, that bigger number always goes first. So what is 18 divided by 6? You say to yourself, what times 6 is 18? If you don't know, you're going to have to draw a picture. This would be 18 things in 6 groups. I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I can split up my 18 peaches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So how much does each person in my family get? Well, we always look at the first box there, and they would have gotten 3. 3 what? What's our label? It says how many kilograms of peaches. So it would be 3 kg, and kg, we learned yesterday, means kilogram. All right, last one, kiddos. Number 6. For a party, Katie made 15 liters of punch. There were 5 liters of punch left after the party. How much punch did the people drink at the party? I see a 15 and a 5. Go ahead and circle those. All right. Do you see any keywords? I see the word left. The word left always means to minus. And then it says, how much punch do the people drink? People drink. If you're drinking things, okay, if you're drinking water or milk, are you getting more milk? No, you're taking away the milk. If I'm drinking my milk is disappearing, right? So if something is disappearing, if people are drinking something, that would be minus. Okay, because they're not getting more drinks. They're getting less drink in their cup. So that is minus there. 15 must go first. Minus our other number, which is 5. I never solve problems that way, kiddos, so I'm going to restack. 15 minus 5. If you need to pause the video, kiddos, please pause the video and catch up with us. All right, now I'm ready to subtract. 5 minus 5 is 0. Drop my 1. It's 10. And then what is my label? 10 what? How much punch did people drink? 10. That kind of doesn't make sense. Let's say 10 liters. Okay, they drank 10 liters of punch. Kiddos, your paper for a grade is literally almost identical to this. So if you did this paper with us, you are going to do awesome on your paper for a grade. The biggest thing is, kiddos, on your paper for a grade, if you can remember to circle keywords and to look and circle numbers and circle keywords, you'll do really well on it. But please make sure that you have watched this video completely. Make sure that your paper looks exactly like mine, has lots and lots of writing on it, so that you aren't confused. All right, kiddos, we'll see you next time.